Hello and welcome back to World Diaries. I'm your host Reena and I'm thrilled to have you here today. Today we are going to talk about something that almost all of us can relate to, that is our daily job challenges. Whether you are working in an office, freelancing from home, teaching, or managing your own business, challenges are always there. And being able to explain them clearly in English can make a big difference. Not just in conversations with colleagues, but also in interviews, meetings, or even casual discussions. So let's dive in. When we talk about job challenges, we can follow a simple structure. Describe the challenge, explain why it's difficult, share how you deal with it, and then reflect on what you learn from it. This way, your explanation sounds complete, professional, and engaging. Let's start with the first step describing the challenge. For example, you could say, one of my biggest daily challenges is managing my time because I often have multiple tasks to complete. Or sometimes I find it difficult to communicate with clients who have different expectations. The second step is to explain why this challenge is difficult. This helps others understand the situation better. For instance, time management becomes tough because unexpected tasks come up and they disturb my schedule. Or client communication can be challenging because sometimes they are not very clear about what they want. Now comes the third step explaining how you deal with the challenge. This part is powerful because it shows problem solving skills. For example, to manage my time, I make a to do list every morning and prioritize the most important task. Or when communication becomes difficult, I try to ask more questions to clarify their needs. The fourth step is to reflect on what you learn from it. This makes your explanation sound thoughtful. You could say, even though it is stressful, I've learned to stay flexible and adjust quickly when unexpected tasks appear. Or these situations have taught me the importance of patience and active listening. Finally, the fifth step is to connect it back to the growth or positivity. This way, your challenges don't sound like complaints, they sound like opportunities. For example, I believe challenges make me stronger and they push me to improve my skills every day. Now, let me share a little storytelling example so you can hear how it flows naturally. As a freelance translator, one of my daily challenges is dealing with tight deadlines. Sometimes clients send large projects and expect them to be finished in a very short time. At first, it was really overwhelming because I didn't know how to balance speed with quality. But over time, I started using productivity tools and creating a fixed routine. Now I divide the work into smaller sections and set mini deadlines for myself. It is still stressful, but I have learned that pressure can also motivate me to stay focused. In the end, this challenge has made me more disciplined and confident in my work. Do you see how natural that sounds? It is not just a complaint, it is a complete story with a challenge, a struggle, a solution, and a lesson. So let's recap the steps you can use. Describe your job challenge, explain why it is difficult, share how you handle it, reflect on what you learn, and with a positive note. Before we wrap up, I want to give you a little exercise. Think of one challenge you face at work every single day. Maybe it's time management, maybe it's teamwork, maybe it's technical issues. Write it down, then try to explain it using these five steps. You can even record yourself and listen back. It's great way to track your fluency and clarity. Remember, challenges are a part of life, but the way we talk about them can make us sound strong, capable, and inspiring. And in English conversations, that exactly the impression you want to create. That's all for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, keep practicing, keep improving, and keep turning your challenges into stepping stones for success.